Welcome to this brief but powerful Organo Gold business presentation. I'm going to ask you to take off your consumer hat, take off your employee hat, and put on your business hat and evaluate this information from a strictly business perspective. If you don't understand how to do that, let me share with you the words of Warren Buffett. He said the things you love to do should be your hobby, but the things the world loves to do should be your business. I believe that's true. I've had the privilege of making millions of dollars in business, and now I want to share with you an opportunity for you to change your life like I've changed mine. I'm going to have to start with a quote by Mr. Bill Gates, the wealthiest man in the world. He said, if you want to create wealth for yourself and your family, you have to do three things. Number one, you have to have a vision for the future of an industry. That is, you have to see where an industry is going before it gets there so you can get yourself in the right position. Number two, you have to be in the right place at the right time. Number three, you have to take massive and immediate action. On this brief presentation, you are definitely going to see the vision for the future of an industry. You're going to recognize that you're in the right place at the right time. And I want to congratulate you in advance if you take massive and immediate action on the information you're about to see. The name of the company is Organo Gold. The mission of the company is bringing the treasures of the earth to the people of the world. It's the right business. Why do I say it's the right business? Because it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. What makes coffee the right business, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you what. The fact that it's easy. I remember my very first business that I started working from my home back in 1985. I sold insurance and investments. You had to take a test for both, about a 300 question test for your insurance license and about a 500 question test for your securities license. Most people didn't pass either of those tests on the first try. And even though I did pass both of those tests on the first try, it was still a very, very hard business because there were licenses, there was all this over-regulation of the government, there was way too much stuff you had to do and way too many hoops you had to jump through in order for you to be successful in that business. Well, with this business, you don't have any of that. It's easy. It's simple. You don't have to memorize any complicated terminology. Everybody already knows what coffee is, and it's coffee. Coffee is the most popular beverage in the world. More on that later. The name of the company is Organo Gold. It's a part of 5 very fast-growing industries. The first fast-growing industry it's a part of is the health and wellness industry. That's important because the health and wellness industry is on its way to becoming a trillion-dollar industry. Because baby boomers are absolutely fueling the health and wellness trend. Why? Because all of those of us born between 1946 and 1964, we want to be forever young. We want to feel like we're in our 20s when we're in our 50s, and we want to look like when we're in our 30s when we're in our 60s. It's absolutely a trend. Fitness centers have exploded. Fitness infomercials have exploded. Health and wellness companies have exploded, all because those of us who are getting a little older want to feel a lot younger. But it's also in the home-based business industry. I love the home-based business industry. I got started in that industry in 1985 when I was literally 20 some odd years old, 25, 26 years old. I got started in the home-based business industry. That is absolutely amazing to me, and I've been in that industry ever since. I've actually not had a job since 1994. I had the ability to go home from my job, never having to set foot in a place of employment again, only working from home. There are several advantages of a home-based business. Number one, you like all of the people you work with. Number two, the commute is absolutely fantastic. I've never gotten in a traffic jam going from the upstairs to the downstairs in my home. Not only is it in the home-based business industry, but it's also in the weight loss industry. The reason that's important is because 8 out of 10 Americans either want to or need to lose weight. Also, it's in the internet because all of our orders are placed online, and all of our orders that are placed by our team members are tracked online. I believe the internet is the greatest business tool in our lifetime, maybe in the history of the world, and it's been responsible for many of us making hundreds of thousands and some of us even millions of dollars on the internet. Well, guess what? I found that a click and order business is a much simpler business model than a brick and mortar business. And the fifth fast growing industry that it's a part of is the coffee industry. Coffee is one of the fastest growing industries in the world, and it's already an $80 billion per year industry. Now you can capitalize on all of these industries at the same time with Organo Gold. Let's talk coffee. Coffee is not a luxury. It's a part of daily life. It is the world's most consumed drink next to water, and I believe the only reason that's the case is because you have to have water to make coffee. It's the world's largest traded commodity after oil. North Americans consume a half a billion cups a day, and more than 80% of North Americans over the age of 18 drink coffee every day. Specialty coffee sales are increasing by more than 20% a year, and 255 million coffee drinkers in North America alone absolutely must have their coffee. And millions pay $4 to $5 a cup and more, and many of them drink 3 to 5 cups per day. That is a lot of coffee. The timing of the coffee opportunity couldn't be better. Why? Because Starbucks, also known as $5, made it fashionable for people to pay up to $5 a cup for a cup of coffee. McDonald's followed that trend with the affordable McCafe. Burger King jumped on board with the iced mocha. Dunkin' Donuts even changed their logo from a donut to a cup of coffee. Nestle introduced the Nescafe to the North American market. Subway is now open for breakfast, not because people want to eat $5 footlongs at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning, but they opened up so they could get into the coffee game, because coffee has great margins and is a great way to make your restaurant business profitable. Believe it or not, even Taco Bell now is opened for breakfast. Now you can offer these millions of coffee drinkers a healthier coffee and earn money every time they drink it. Now, what makes Organo Gold coffee a healthier coffee? That's a great question, and the answer is this. It is 100% certified organic Ganoderma lucidum. It's got more than 4,000 years of history. It was originally reserved for royalty. In fact, if you got caught with Ganoderma in ancient China and you were not a part of the royal family, the first time you got caught, they would cut off your hand. The second time you got caught, they would cut off your head. It's regarded by the Chinese as the miraculous king of herbs for its ability to help improve the body's healing capacity and longevity. Ganoderma contains many active elements known to support health. It oxygenates the body, it provides more energy, natural body detoxification provides more vigor, supports quality of sleep, supports circulation, supports the immune system, and promotes health and longevity. I personally have experienced the most restful sleep of my life since I've been drinking this coffee. Organo Gold also has partnered with one of the world's largest Ganoderma producers, recognized internationally for its patented cultivation and preparation method of the world's leading brand of 100% certified organic Ganoderma. Our Ganoderma is certified by all of these agencies that certify for organic certifications. Organo Gold and its partners recently celebrated the groundbreaking of their $240 million Gano Herb Industrial Park, now the world's largest Ganoderma facility. And people love our products. They love our products because our beverages are absolutely delicious. Our supplements are absolutely efficacious, and people feel better when they take them. We've got grapeseed extract. We've got Ganoderma spore powder, which comes from the seeds of the Ganoderma mushroom. We've got our Ganoderma mycelium, which is harvested from the Ganoderma plant when it's in its infancy. On its 18th day of being on this planet, it's harvested, and it's more potent at that time. And then we have our regular Ganoderma supplements. It's absolutely incredible how well these supplements work for eliminating pain. I personally had polio as an infant, have had joint pain pretty much my whole life. Now, these products are the only thing I use for joint pain. I know that when I used to play golf, and I still play, but I used to take 3 Advil before I played and 3 Advil when I got done. Now, because of the Ganoderma, the supplements, and the coffee, I don't take Advil anymore, ever. Well, we have mocha as far as our coffee is concerned, our chocolate coffee, which is the mocha, which is a fan favorite. I mean, people just absolutely love it. the latte, which is probably our fastest selling brand. We've got our black coffee. We've got hot chocolate. We've got Royal Blue Jamaica Brew, which is the brewed coffee. It's Jamaican coffee that has Organoderma spore powder in it. We've got Cafe Supreme that has ginseng in it. And we've got the King of Coffee, which is organic coffee and organic Ganoderma, green tea, toothpaste, and soap. Some people may ask, why do you sell soap and toothpaste if you're a coffee company? Because we're really a health and wellness company disguised as a coffee company. We're actually in the health and wellness industry. But as you know, everybody needs nutrition, but everybody doesn't want nutrition. Nobody really needs coffee, but everybody wants coffee. So that's why we are in the health and wellness business with our beverages as basically the front runner. I was watching CNBC recently, and they were interviewing the past president of the Coca-Cola Corporation, and they asked him, "You've been with Coca-Cola for a long time." He had just written a new book. They said, "You know where the beverage industry has come from. You probably know where it's going. You know where it's at right now. What's the future of the beverage industry?" He said, "The future of the beverage industry is as a value-added carrier." They said, "What does that mean?" He said, "The future of the beverage industry is going to be used to introduce nutritional supplements through beverages." Well, folks, if that is the future of the beverage industry, what better beverage to use than the world's most consumed beverage, which is coffee? Think about it. You've never heard anybody say, "Don't talk to me. I haven't had my vitamins." Or, "I can't function until I have had my water." Everybody needs water, but everybody doesn't want water. Nobody needs coffee, but almost everybody wants it. And I've heard people say, "Don't talk to me. I haven't had my coffee. I can't function without my coffee. Wait a minute. I can't talk to you until after I've had my cup of coffee. I need my first cup of coffee to get my day started." Everybody loves coffee, and we have the world's leading brand of Ganoderma infused coffee. We've got visionary leadership, Mr. Bernie Chua, the CEO and founder. He's also the formulator of our product, who's created the recipe that makes it possible to infuse the herb of this mushroom into the coffee where you can't see it, you can't smell it, and you can't taste it. But man, can you feel it? Also, Mr. Shane Moran, the co-founder of the company and the global master distributor, who's the one who encouraged Mr. Bernie Chua to bring Organo Gold to the North American continent. And Mr. Holton Buggs, the visionary leader who developed the marketing strategy that has made Organo Gold one of the fastest growing companies and the fastest growing coffee company in the world. Mr. Holton Buggs came on board in September of 2008. The company did $2 million in sales in 2008, and the company started in June of that same year. The company did $9 million in sales in 2009. The company did $47 million in 2010 and $150 million in sales in 2011. On track in 2012 to do over $300 million in sales. That is our visionary leadership. Their mission is humble yet powerful, and that is to bring the treasures of the earth to the people of the world and to introduce healthier coffee and Ganoderma to the North American continent. Well, I don't even know if I can say enough about this. Think and Grow Rich in Organo Gold. Organo Gold is proud to have the first ever exclusive strategic collaboration with the Napoleon Hill Foundation and its renowned World Learning Center. This historic collaboration is celebrated with an exclusive Organo Gold edition of the reputed Millionaire Maker's best-selling book, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is credited with making more millionaires than any other book in history. It's the second best-selling book in history outside the Bible. Thousands of corporations have tried to establish a strategic collaboration to create a specially branded book version of the Think and Grow Rich book, and the only company that the Napoleon Hill Foundation has ever partnered with is Organo Gold. Now that is a big statement. There are 7 ways to get paid with Organo Gold. Those 7 ways to get paid are number one. Well, before I get into that, there are 7 ways to get paid with Organo Gold. Here's what I noticed about 7 ways to get paid. 7 ways to get paid are at least 7 times better than only one way to get paid. So let's talk about those 7 ways to get paid. The first way to earn income with Organo Gold is with retail sales. You can earn 50 to 100% retail profit as an Organo Gold independent distributor. You can sell products to retail customers personally or through your personalized website and keep 100% of the profits. How much should you mark it up? Well, most people mark it up 100%. So when I buy the coffee, I mark it up, I sell it at retail. Some people mark it up 500, even 1,000% if they're working at a trade show or an event or a specialty event when they sell the coffee for $3 to $5 a cup. You can find potential retail customers through nonprofit organizations, special events, schools, coffee and jazz mixers, salons, spas, mall kiosks, gyms, health centers, person-to-person, fundraisers, and more. You buy at wholesale, you sell at retail, you keep 100% of the profit. Think about it, folks. You've got a product that you can buy for less than $1 a cup and sell it for $3 to $5 a cup at functions. Literally, there are Organo Gold distributors that have gotten huge accounts. One Organo Gold distributor got an account with a major stadium that has over 250 events per year. The stadium will hold over 18,000 people, and the only coffee they will serve in their venue now is Organo Gold coffee. You may have heard of a small hotel out in Las Vegas, Nevada called the MGM Grand. The only coffee they serve is Organo Gold coffee. Alaskan Airlines, you may have heard of them. The only coffee they serve is Organo Gold coffee. Guess what? An independent distributor, just like myself, just like you would be if you get started with this opportunity, got all of those accounts. Not to mention all of the thousands of dollars people are making on a weekend setting up to sell our coffee. That's the first way you get paid. This is how you create daily retail sales. It's daily profits that can produce prosperity for you and for your family. Then we have our weekly pay. You can make money every week with our fast track bonuses. You can earn a fast track bonus every time you sell a promotional business pack to your personally sponsored distributors to start their Organo Gold business. Every time you sell one of these promotional packs, you earn up to $150 for each promotional pack sold. $20 for the bronze pack, $80 for the silver pack, $150 for the gold pack. Now, this part of the compensation plan is extremely powerful. We generated our first week $1,300 in fast track bonuses just from this one of the 7 ways to get paid. Is that going to happen for everybody? Absolutely not. Will it happen for most people? Probably not. Could it happen for anyone? Absolutely. I am not here to get you all hyped up and make you believe you're going to make a fortune. I just want you to understand that the possibility to make a very, very, very good income certainly exists with Organo Gold. The second way we get paid is also weekly. It's called the dual team commissions. I want you to think of it as having 2 sales teams. One sales team on your left, one sales team on your right. You can think of them, if you'd like, as the Eastern and Western territories. Or you can just think of it like this. You're starting your own corporation and you need 2 vice presidents. So you're going to get one vice president who's going to manage one organization, and you're going to have another vice president who's going to manage another organization. They too are going to get their own vice presidents. See, because in Organo Gold, we all run our own company within a company. We run our own business within a business. We're in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. So let's say it takes you a whole month to find 2 partners, 2 people that are going to be your vice presidents. Well, and they're going to get started with one of our Organo Gold promotional packs. Well, what happens when you do that is you are now qualified to earn dual team commissions. Well, what does that look like? Well, if it takes you a month to get 2 people, and then it takes those 2 people a month to get 2 people, and then it takes those 4 people a month to get 2 people, that's 8 in your 3rd month, and then takes those 8 a month to get their 2 people, that's 16 people who get started in your 4th month, and then it takes those 16 people a month to get they're 2 people. You've got 32 people who get started in your 4th month. You've got a total of 62 people on your team in 5 months. If it takes those 32 people another month to get 2 people, now you've got 128 people. Folks, I've not even been doing this for 6 months yet. I got started about 4.5 months ago, and we already have over 200 people on our team. Not to get you hyped up, but just to let you know we're way ahead of schedule. So, fast forward, if you get down here to the 12th month and it takes everybody a month to get their 2 people and everybody does it, you'll have 4,096 people get started in your organization in your 12th month. If all those people only do 50 CV, commissionable volume, each month, and the average distributor on Organo Gold does over 250 CV a month, but if they only do 50, well, guess what? You would generate over $200,000 in sales just from the people who got started in your 12th month, not including the reorders of all those people who got started in the previous months. You do the math. What that would be, 20% of that dual team commission would be. It would be absolutely phenomenal. Well, how much money can really be made with this dual team commissions? Well, it all depends on where you are in the compensation plan. Because the dual team bonuses are some of our favorite ways to get paid because, like I said, it pays out weekly. If you're a marketing associate, you can make up to $500 per week. Who wouldn't like an extra $500 per week? If you're a supervisor, you can make up to $1,000 per week. If you become a consultant, you can make up to $1,500 per week. And when you become a Sapphire consultant in Organo Gold, you can make up to $5,000 per week. Now, my wife and I, we started in this business. We became Sapphires in our first week in the business. Our maximum income potential from the dual team was $5,000. Now, we didn't make that much, but we did okay. I thought we were really hot stuff, except recently I was at a distributor's home. They became Ruby in their first 6 days. And Ruby maxes out at $10,000 a week in income. Emerald maxes out at $15,000 a week. Diamonds max out at $20,000 per week in dual team commissions. That is absolutely phenomenal. Well, that's just one of the 7 ways to get paid. There are 4 more ways to get paid. There's the unilevel monthly bonuses. I showed you fast track bonuses based on the promotional pack. I showed you dual team bonuses based on the promotional pack, the volume from the promotional pack, and the volume from the first order after the promotional pack. Every other order after that is going to be, you're going to be generating income in your monthly unilevel commissions. The unilevel commissions is the heart of your lifetime residual income. You earn residual unilevel commission from product reorders generated in your organization up to 9 levels deep. That means the people that you enroll, you make 5%. The people they enroll, you make 5% off their orders. The people they enroll, you make 5% off their orders. The people they enroll, you make 4%, and etc. all the way down through 9 levels. That is absolutely phenomenal. You know, and I didn't even realize how powerful this was until, you know, because my first month's unilevel was very, very, very insignificant. But then it multiplied more than 3 times the next month, and then more than 3 times again the next month, and then more than 3 times again the next month. I'm like, I like this whole multiplying by 3 thing. This is pretty cool. So, and we're still in our 4th month, so I don't know what it's going to be this month, but I know it's going to be good. Then you have unilevel matching bonuses. As you help other distributors that you've personally enrolled generate income from the unilevel, you make a matching bonus on their unilevel check. But not only that, as you promote those people through the management ranks of Sapphire and above, you get an extra commissionable bonus called a generational bonus, where the company will pay you 2, 3, 4, or 5% all the way down to infinity. And the 7th way we get paid is through our global quarterly pool bonus. That's the 7th way. The company recently created an 8th way. The 8th way is the OG Benz Club. the Organo Gold Mercedes-Benz Club, where you can qualify once you become a Sapphire to drive a new Mercedes, 3 years old and newer, black Mercedes of your choice, and the company will pay up to $400 for Sapphires, up to $600 a month for rubies, up to $800 a month for emeralds, up to $1,000 a month for the car payment for new diamonds. I know what you're wondering. You're probably wondering, how do I get started? Well, that's a great question. You get started with a distributor kit. It's $49.95. You get 12 months back office access. You get a distributor binder. You get brochures, applications, and a variety of coffee samples. But you also get access to wholesale purchases. The next thing you want to do is buy one of our promotional packs. If you buy a bronze pack for $150, it's going to give you $150 worth of product wholesale. With that package, you can make up to $500 per week. Now, you get 2 mocha, 2 latte, 3 black coffee, 1 hot chocolate, 1 green tea for this bronze pack. It's $150 plus the $49.95, $199.95. You have your own independent coffee distributorship. If you get started with the silver pack, you're going to get a little more product. You're going to get 4 boxes of mocha, 4 latte, 4 black, 1 hot chocolate, 2 green tea. You're going to get the supplements. You're going to get the soap samples, and you can make up to $1,500 per week, up to 15% in the dual team on your pay leg. And I'm not going to go into details what that means. Just understand that it can turn into a lot of money. Lastly, we see the gold pack. It's $1,245. You get 10 boxes of mocha, 14 boxes of latte, 14 boxes of black, 6 hot chocolate, 6 green tea, 2 sets of supplements, 2 sets of soap samples. It's $1,245 worth of product wholesale. Double that, that's the retail value. And you can make up to 20% in the dual team, up to $2,500 per week as a gold pack distributor. Fortunately for me, my wife and I, we started with the gold pack. And because we started with the gold pack, we saved ourselves from being penalized. If we had started with the bronze pack, we would have missed out on $1,700 in commissions our first week. Why? Our dual team commissions for the first week were $2,200. Is that going to happen for everybody? Absolutely not. Is it going to happen for most people? Probably not. Could it happen for anyone? Absolutely. But we would have missed out on $1,700 in commissions had we started with the bronze pack. Had we started with the silver pack, we would have missed out on $700 commission because the max is on a silver pack $1,500 per week. But we earned $2,200 our first week, so we got that extra $700 because we started with the gold pack, not a silver pack, and we were out of this product, sold out in about 2 weeks. Absolutely incredible. I love the coffee business. Our mission is to become the most admired corporation in the world. Our target is to capture 1% of the North American coffee market within 3 years. This represents an estimated $125 million per month in coffee sales. With Organo Gold's 80% payout, this would represent an estimated $62.5 million per month in distributor commissions with our team members. You are invited to join the OG family and share in our success. Now, right now, you're sitting here and you're watching this presentation. But what I want you to understand, while you're watching this presentation, many people are playing the same presentation in front of a group of people all over the country right now. There are people in Minnesota and there are people in Texas. There are people in Virginia and people in Maryland and people in Pennsylvania and people in Florida and people in North Carolina and South Carolina, literally all over the country, even people in the UK and Europe watching this presentation right now while you're watching it. And you've got a decision to make, a business decision. Am I ready to get started now? Because what's going to happen is you're going to turn in your application. When you turn in your application, they're going to hand you an application. You're going to fill it out. The people who turn their applications in first with the largest promotional pack, those people go in first. Everybody else goes under them. You literally could find yourself going to bed tonight with 1 person already on your team, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, or more already on your team. Because the fact is, there are people that are not in the room where you are right now watching this very same presentation. Or if somebody sent you an email or called you on the phone and said, look, you need to see this presentation. It's starting at 7:30. Well, guess what? That person who invited you to this presentation and said it's starting at 7:30 or it's starting at 1:30 in the afternoon or whenever you're watching this presentation worldwide, if that person invited you to watch this presentation, you want to call them back as quickly as possible, because you're not going to be the only one calling them back, number one, and you're not going to be the only one calling someone back, because we literally have distributors all over the world, and if you wait one day, you can miss out on who knows how many people being placed on your team. Call the person that invited you to this presentation if you're not in the room with them, and let them know you're ready to get started now, or you're ready to buy some coffee now, but preferably you're ready to get started now. If you call and their phone is busy, leave them one message only. That just means their phone is ringing off the hook. So you want to make sure you leave them one voicemail. Don't fill up their voicemail, because they might have 3, 4, 5, 10, or 20 people calling them back. They will call you back in the order in which they receive your message. So please only leave them one message and they will get back to you. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a brief intermission for about 15-20 minutes so that you can get your application filled out and turned in if you are watching this presentation live. The presenter, the person hosting this presentation, is going to come back and they're going to push play, and we're going to finish this presentation in about 20 minutes. And I'm going to show you our 4-step system for creating success that makes this business so simple, so duplicatable, and so powerful, that's caused our organization to grow to over 300,000 independent distributors in only 3.5 years. Get your paperwork turned in, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, welcome back to the 4 steps to success. These 4 steps have literally caused our company to grow to over a $100 million corporation, on track to become a $1 billion corporation in the first 5 years. These 4 steps to success are supported by an Organo Gold monthly achiever calendar. So understand that I'm painting with broad strokes on these 4 steps, but I'm telling you this can build a $1 million business for you. So here we go. Step number 1, become a product of the product. Submit your testimonial within 48 hours of the time that you see this presentation. Submit your testimonial on the coffee or the supplements, how you like the taste, how you like the way it makes you feel, how you slept, whatever your testimony is. That's what we want. Set yourself up on the proper auto ship. What is the proper auto ship? Well, you've got to figure out how much coffee you're going to use, how many people you plan to sample, how much coffee you plan to sell. Because you're going to want to establish 10 retail customers, so you're going to need coffee to fulfill those orders. Also, you're going to drink the coffee. Your spouse is going to drink the coffee. If you're like my family, I drink 4 cups of coffee a day. My wife drinks 2, that's 6. My daughter drinks 1, that's 7. My son drinks 2, that's 9 cups of coffee a day. You multiply that times 30 days, that's 280 cups of coffee a month. If we divide that by the black coffee, for instance, it's 9 boxes of coffee. If we divide that by the latte, which has 20 boxes of coffee, 20 sachets of coffee in it, it's going to come out to be 14 boxes of coffee just for my family. Well, and while that may seem like a lot, we are saving a ton of money. When you go to a restaurant and you order a latte or you order a mocha, they're going to charge you somewhere between $2.70 and $3.70 at a regular restaurant, and at Starbucks, it's going to be even more. So you set yourself up on the proper auto ship based on how much coffee you're going to sip, how much coffee you're going to sample, how much coffee you're going to serve at your CJMs, and how much coffee you are going to sell. When you get started, you want to purchase 2 boxes of coffee from the person who enrolled you. If you're not getting started in the business, at least buy 1 box retail from the person who invited you. That's step number 1. Step number 2 in the 4-step system is build a list of contacts. That's 50 coffee drinkers and 50 business builders. Learn the 4 questions and get 10 retail coffee customers now with the script. Now, my biggest challenge is getting 10 retail customers, because my retail customers keep on turning into distributors. because people love the coffee so much. They share it with a couple people. Those people want to buy it. They say, you know what? I might as well sell this. No use in giving Myron all this money. So build a list of contacts, and then you start contacting those people using the scripts. Step number 3, book 4 coffee and jazz mixers at your home or office or country club. What do you mean, Myron? 4 coffee and jazz mixers. That's where you invite your friends over to your house for coffee. And you introduce the coffee to them, and you introduce the business to them. Here's what's going to happen. Some of those people, if you get 10 to 20 people at your house, you're going to have 4 to 6 of them that are going to get started in the business. You're going to have the rest of them are going to buy some coffee from you because they're your friends. Book 4 coffee and jazz mixers at your home or office. This is not a meeting. This is a mixer. People come to your house, they drink coffee, meet each other, network for 30 minutes, and then you watch this presentation. Step number 4, plug into a proven system. Make an 18-month commitment. If you're not going to make an 18-month commitment to this business, don't do it. What does an 18-month commitment look like? It looks like you're doing all 4 steps for 18 months and give yourself the opportunity to become successful. You want to go to oguniversity.com, create an account for free, and watch every video on that website, every training video on that website until you become a diamond. You want to attend and promote weekly CJMs. You want to go to your own, and then the people that you get started in the business, you want to go to theirs. Business and leadership events. I just got back from Houston from a leadership event. I've been to London for a leadership event. I'm going to Houston again here in just a little while. I went to a leadership event in Philadelphia. Now, I'd like to go to at least 1 leadership event a month, but that's me. You may want to go to 1 per quarter. Whatever your success desires and goals are, my goal with this business is to replace a 6-figure a month income. And then you want to plug into the opportunity and training calls, which we have our millionaire mentoring call every Sunday night. We have our coffee break call every day at 11:30 Eastern time. And then we have the spilling the beans call every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then we have the wake up and sell the coffee call every morning at 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So plug into a proven system and make an 18-month commitment. Those are the 4 steps. When you tie those 4 steps to the monthly achievement calendar, which the person who is sharing this information with you can go through with you to map out your plan to success, you literally can become a sapphire in your first 30 days and qualify for the Mercedes-Benz program. You want to learn the 4 questions. The 4 questions that we've literally built a coffee empire with are, number 1, do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? Question number 2, how do you drink your coffee? Black or with cream and sugar? Question number 3, what's your favorite brand? Question number 4, when was the last time Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, whatever, sent you a commission check for drinking or recommending their coffee? People usually laugh and say, never. And then I take out a sample, a sachet of coffee and say, let me introduce you to the coffee that pays. Really? How's that work? Well, I'm going to give you this free sample, and I'm going to call you to get 2 pieces of information from you. Number 1, how do you like the taste? Number 2, how do you like the way it makes you feel? They say, okay. When they reach for the coffee, don't let go. Then you say, what's the best time for me to contact you tomorrow? Morning or afternoon? They say afternoon. Great. What's the best number outside home and work for me to reach you? And they give you their cell phone number. Bada bing, bada boom. You hand them the sample of coffee. You just sampled your first person. If they are unwilling to give you their name and their phone number, what that really means is they are unwilling to drink your coffee and they do not want you calling them about it. So don't give them the sample. The next thing you want to do is get 10 retail customers with the script. Oh, I'm sorry. After that, I already went through this part, which is show them the sample and say, this is the coffee that pays. Before giving them the sample, I would like to give you a sample, and we'll follow up with you after you drink the coffee to get 2 pieces of information from you. 1, how did you like the taste? 2, how did you like the way it made you feel? And then you ask them the question, what's the best time to call you? And they tell you, so you can tell me how you liked it, morning or afternoon. And if they say morning or afternoon, you ask them, what's the best number outside of home and work to reach you? And they tell you. That's how we get started. Then you want to go get 10 retail customers with the script. people who you know drink coffee. You call them on the phone. Hello, Jim. This is Myron. Make small talk for a few seconds and then get to the purpose of the call, which is to sell them some coffee. Hey, I need your help. I just started my own coffee business and I launched with 3 flavors of coffee: black, latte, and mocha. I would like for you to become one of my first preferred customers and buy a box or 2 of coffee from me. Before you say yes, I will show you how you can get it wholesale, and if you don't like it, I will never ask you to buy from me again. Can I count on your support by buying 1 or 2 boxes from me? If they're your friend, they're going to say yes. If they say no or I don't know about that, maybe you need to evaluate whether or not their number needs to be in your phone in the first place. So the question that I have for you is this: are you ready to become the next coffee millionaire? Organo Gold is popping them out like popcorn. Much success to you, no matter what your decision is, whether you decide to become a customer or whether you decide to become a distributor or whether you decide to commit so that you can hit and become the next coffee millionaire. I'll look forward to seeing you over the top. This is Myron Golden.